Cleveland and Chicago. And the Jags, yes, the Jags have dropped 4 spots down to 29. You can see they're the biggest dropper of this bottom group of teams. And let's talk about Jacksonville a little bit because we're not seeing the improvement that we expected. And Blake Bortles isn't getting the garbage time fantasy points or yards or touchdowns that we saw last year, which means that his statistics aren't as good. And it's highlighting the problems with this team offensively. We thought it was going to be the defense that needed the improvement. That's why they are so low right now. Okay, 17 through 24, you see the Colts coming up. The Dolphins, boy, 2 big wins in a row for them. Jay Ajayi, I don't know what's going on there. I'm tempering my enthusiasm for Cincinnati's win. But let's talk about a team I'm very high on right now, San Diego Chargers, because they've been in every game this year. And finally, they're finding ways to win at the end of games. This was probably the most exciting game of this past weekend. I was glad to see San Diego pull that game out. Now, 9 through 16 is where it really gets interesting because we're looking at some potential playoff teams here. Maybe San Diego can climb into this group. You see Pittsburgh lost with Landry Jones. They drop. The Redskins lost in Detroit. They drop. And the Bills lost down in Miami. And the Jay Ajayi show continues to roll on. They allowed him 200 yards, which is shocking considering how good the Bills linebackers have been. That said, a big date with New England this weekend. Bills #1 red zone defense in the league. Let's hope they can get back on track. Okay, number 1 through 8 here. We have the curse of the top spot. The Vikings lost. That makes it 5 out of 6 weeks, I believe, that's happened. New England, our new number 1. But I want to talk about the biggest climber you see here, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. And I got to give so much credit to Jim Schwartz. This defense has allowed 81 points on the season. I'm not counting the Eddie Royal punt return touchdown. That's special teams. So you're talking about 13.5 points per game for that defense. If they can continue to get quality play from Carson Wentz, there's no reason why the Eagles cannot compete